Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our playthrough of Dominions 4. In our last turn and last episode, we began setting up for our assault on Helheim. So, I've set up our army to begin attacking the province they have with the throne, and I spent that gold that we got to do some major recruiting across the entire empire. One thing that we've done to set up this assault is we've gone ahead and changed our mages over to where some of them are casting that Communion Master spell and others are Communion Slaves. So the way this will work is our Communion Masters will cast the Communion Master spell and the Communion Slaves will cast theirs. We have 2 slaves for each commander. This will raise their magic level in fire from 1 to 2. They'll then cast the Phoenix Power spell, which will raise their fire spell level from 2 to 3, and they will then continue to cast the Fireball spell. Because their magic level will be a level 3, and Fireball is a level 2 spell, they won't become as tired as quickly as they would if they were only level 2 fire mages. Now, hopefully, they don't kill their Communion Slaves, which can happen, because they'll be training the fatigue from the slaves instead of from themselves. So hopefully we don't have too many slaves die off, and hopefully this is set up to work properly. I've never really used communions much in the past, so this is a great moment to try it out. Again, down here we're doing this little bit of recruiting to get some of these back territories that may only have province defense, and down here we're recruiting like crazy since we had the extra gold to set up a secondary army. Again, we're going to try and tear apart as many territories as we can, as quickly as we can, before they can mount a defense. So let's see how that goes. Before we do, we talked about these turtle guys, the turtle warriors. We're going to get one of their commanders, and we're going to start recruiting. He's 9, yep. Every turn, just a couple of these guys, so that once we turn to Pelagia, we'll have kind of a force build up here ready to move into the water and start taking territory. Alright, let's see how this goes. Oh, we forgot to cast the Fire Drake. Well, darn it. Alright, we finished our research and construction. So at level 3, we can get closer to making some greater magic items and seeing what opens up there. Oh, we did summon our Fire Drake. Great. So an arrow appeared out of the sky and stuck Deglis. Luckily, we survived the instant we got wounded. This means that somebody that we're at war with, most likely Helheim, cast a magic spell to send this arrow to hit one of our generals. And then we have our battle in Gladewood, our first battle against Helheim. Let's watch this. And we're going to be slowing down and pausing this just to see how everything happens. So over here, oh, we have some actual troops. So we've got this, oh, this looks like, yes, this is their prophet on the battlefield. This could be a very bad thing. We saw her in that combat in the arena where she wiped the floor. Hopefully we can hit her with some magic. We might lose this battle. We'll see what happens. In front of her, some of their regular troops. Again, they have that glamour ability, making them hard to hit. We've got some Amazon fighters. Nothing too much to worry about here. Just regular warriors. No special powers. Some Jade Maidens. These are Amazons that are riding on lizards. Kind of cool. Velociraptors. And then we have some Valkyries. These are flying units that can try and get behind us. And you can see they have these death weapons that can kill our people just with a single hit. I think. Let me reread that. Oh, you're not blessed. There we go. Yes, you get disease and death effects if you fail a roll, making it very easy to kill your troops off with afflictions. And I think these are some, yeah, they're regular Surf Warriors. They don't have a lot of troops, so we have superior numbers in this battle by quite a bit. And we're going to see how our magic works. So we're going to go kind of slow. So they're buffing up, casting a lot of spells to increase their power. We don't need to go that slow. So there's our Communion Master and Communion Slave spells. Looks like they got close enough for us to throw a javelin. I don't think these troops are going to survive very long. Again, there is so much magic happening with these soldiers that with a morale of 16, they're not going to break. We're going to have to kill them. We can only hope that when we finally get to her, that we can do some damage quickly. If we can kill her, we can really do some great damage, but we really have to kill her to win this battle, unless she runs away. So they've reached our front line. Oh, there's our Phoenix power going off on all of our Communion Masters. They're getting up their firepower, soon those fireballs are going to come flying across. Again, I'm not worried here. We're going to take these out very quickly. I don't like the sound of all that magic happening. And it looks like they're casting some Raised Skeleton spells in the background. So what Raised Skeleton does is it just summons a couple of these long dead. They're not very strong troops. They only have 5 hit points. They're pretty easy to kill. But they can keep summoning these in, and on dead units, they have a morale of 50. They never run away, so you can only kill them. You can never get them to break. So you can really bog down an army with them. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can kind of keep a better view of the battlefield. More of those charged body spells. Oh, and so here, the Valkyries have flown over and are fighting the chaff. And they can fight the chaff. I'm not real concerned with that. There's nobody there we need to worry about. There go the fireballs. Oh, that was beautiful. We're going to have these... Yes, that's what we needed. Now our magic can really shine, and you can see how great that is. The chaff is fighting the Valkyries. Nothing happening here. We're chewing through their lines. We've set them on fire. Lots of screaming happening. They're casting a few more skeletons at us. Let's speed this up a tiny bit. More fireballs into the fray. Hitting a few of our guys, but that's okay. And I think we have so many attacks happening on the Valkyries that we're doing damage to them. You can see that their hit points have been reduced. We just have so many attacks happening that that's really winning the battle for us. I'm surprised how well these riders... Oh, there they go. They finally... Oh, they turned around to attack. They're not running. I thought they were. More fireballs getting cast. Let's see how our mages are doing. So we have a little bit of fatigue. When this gets to 100, that's when the mage will not be able to fight anymore. You can see here's that Communion Master spell that they're running. And then let's take a look at the slaves. You see their fatigue's up to 31. That's not too bad at all. Not bad at all. Sorry to play this one out so slow, folks, but this is probably the most important battle we've ever been in. Those Valkyries sure are... Oh, we're down to only a couple Valkyries left, so we're finally winning down here. And we're chewing through the regular troops, no problem. I think we may win this, actually. I was really concerned, but these Lion Tribe warriors are holding their own. Oh, we've broken through the majority of their troops. And now these fireballs will start hitting these magical leaders up here. I really hope this is their prophet, because I would really like to wipe their prophet out. Let's see if any of these fireballs hit. Oh no. That's embarrassing. But, oh, there they go. That person is already running. This person is about to run. Morale's dropped to 16. Morale's dropped to 20. I think we're about to rout them all. Let's speed the last part of this up. I think all the Valkyries are dead. Yes, they are. We're gonna... Ooh, I think we're gonna be able to do some damage and maybe kill this character. Oh, she ran away. I don't know what that... Oh. I don't know how this happened. Well, that's interesting. So the computer, we can tell our mages to cast some specific spells. But once we get done casting those spells, we kind of give control over to the computer to decide what spells it wants to cast. And it decided to cast the Horror Mark spell. Now what the Horror Mark does when it gets on a character is it gives them the Horror Marked attribute. And what that means is that when they're in combat, horrors, think Lovecraftian monsters from your nightmares, from other dimensions, will come out and attack that marked person. Now, once the horrors come onto the battlefield, they'll fight everybody, but they're going to be drawn to the horror marked person. You can see that they'll gradually fade if someone's dead, but they'll never go away. So even if this character runs away from us, every combat this character gets in, there's a chance that these horrors will show up and do damage and try to kill that character. That is a really great move by the computer. I'm glad it did that. It's going to help out in the future for us as we fight Helheim. And she ran away or died. We'll check here and find out. Nope, got away. I'd really hoped we had died. So, if we look at our losses, Lion Tribe Warriors 18, not a big deal. We lost one of our standard bearers, not a problem, it's why we have the extras. We lost 11 Principes. When we look at 11 Principes versus things like these Valkyries, which are their holy warriors, these Huskarls, these Surf Warriors, the rest of that must have been province defense, all the Amazons. But we finally routed them off the throne, and this is a really powerful area for them. And then we had an unexpected event occur as well. We got some Earth Gems. Great. So not only did we take that, we've opened up where if we wanted to get some Amazons, we could. And we could get a Jade Sorceress. This opens up some more magic paths to us if we need them. So that's kind of neat too. If we want to expand our magic a little bit, we can definitely do it there. But that was a great victory for us. If we look here, we kind of had our assassin moved over here. It looks like Nerzaruth, the Master Lich, is here. And if we look at, oops, wrong section. If we look at the nations, there we go. Nerzaruth, that's their god. So their god is sitting right here in this castle, waiting for us to get over there and attack him. That's very interesting. It looks like they've just turned down to some death magic is what they're going to use to attack us, summoning in death troops. Not much here at Mound King we're not too worried about. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and continue this assault for this episode. I don't want to break off while we're having such great results in our combat. So let's go ahead, pump up this province defense, get some of these Amazonians on our side. I'm going to go really high again. I don't want to lose this territory on the border. We can afford it. We have the gold. Let's go ahead, march down another province. Voldan here, he's going to grab all these Lion Tribe soldiers. He's going to march back up north. We want to make sure we get all these Amazonians recruited that we were thinking about. We've got our recruitment happening here still. We're going to have a nice backup army that we can send out. We've got our recruitment happening here. Again, another secondary army we're going to send over. Let's also build a lab here so we can start hiring more mages. I can't even think about how useful finding that extra gold was. That's where that extra luck we have really comes in handy in all of our provinces. And again, we want to take provinces as quickly as we can here. We can't afford to just let the enemy sit and build up troops. So, we have all these troops we've kind of got. We're going to add them to our new guy here. He's just going to stay behind the troops. We're going to give him a little magic item too. Nope, we're not. We don't have a lab there. Never mind. I'm going to give him some of these monkey guys. You don't need these troops. There we go. He's going to stay behind troops. We're just going to set these guys in a block up front. These guys are going to fire at the closest enemy. These guys are going to attack the closest enemy. Again, just some province defense here. Let's see if I think we should have enough to take that. I think we can go ahead and jump forward. We need to up our province defense here so nothing sneaks in behind us and takes this. That's where that throne is. We're going to take that territory. Let's go ahead and summon our fire drake again. There it is. And was there anybody else we need to move? Oh yes, Bob needs to go to the north so we can claim that throne next. That's going to get us 2 thrones and even closer to victory. So on this slightly longer episode, let's do one more turn of battles and see what happens. Alrighty, we've got a lot to look at here. So, we cast our fire drakes. We didn't find any magic sites we researched. That's okay, we've gotten used to that except for that one territory. The battle in Farseer Mountains. This was our army that took the throne earlier. It looks like we've got one of these magical glamour leaders, but the rest of this just looks like junk troops. We're gonna take this, nothing to worry about. Oh, I think we killed their leader. Did we? Oh, it was all province defense. They got me excited for nothing. A battle in Ermor? So is that little kind of block army we just sent out? Again, not much here. I think this is more province defense, most likely it looks like. We're not firing any arrows at them, so that doesn't really matter. Speed this up. We're going to shoot through that militia real quick, and then we're going to get over here and do some damage. Great. I think, again, that was all province defense. We lost 1 Principe. Not a big deal. Ooh, that wasn't all province defense. They had a regular priest, so we actually took out a regular unit. It looks like they attacked us in Gladwood, trying to take that throne back. Couple troops. Not much here for us to worry about. Not when we have such a huge chunk of guys here ready to go. And, as part of our province defense, we got a free Jade Priestess who's in here casting spells as well on our guys. What's her name? Olga? So Olga's casting Blessing on the troops, kind of making them a little bit better. I think we're going to be okay. That could always turn out not to be true, but... Oh no, that's not good. That's really not good. Oh, we got him surrounded. Can we do enough damage? Some of our province defense is running. Oh no. Come on, guys. You can do this. Do it for the Emperor. Do it for Ermor. I'll let you have your nations back. Oh, this is very hard to watch. I'm crying on the inside. Alright. So we made a bit of a tactical error here. I think that was Bob. I think that was Bob the Prophet, who just died. I didn't realize that was Bob fighting. We should have given him more defense. That was a really bad move on our part. That's going to be a tough blow for us to come back from. Well, let's take a look at Might Marsh. We'll be able to take that province back, no problem, but without a prophet, we are going to be a little bit weak for a little bit. That was a huge, grave tactical error. This is just trash. We're going to take this out. There's our fireballs. Nothing they can really do. And then some of our troops here, we just have so many troops in this province, they're starting to starve. But that was Bob. Did Bob get away? I think it said Bob died. Bob did not run. Bob has died. Very sad about losing Bob. We're gonna take this back. Don't worry. Nothing's gonna stop us from taking this back and avenging Bob very soon. We'll set up a plan to avenge Bob, take back this throne, and make Helheim and their demi-lich god Nerzeroth pay for what happened to Bob in the next episode of Dominions 4 on Grug Gaming. We'll see you then, folks.